Welcome to Brainthropology. This portion of our podcast is about mindfulness meditation, and we believe it is important to practice mindfulness every day. I'm really honored that you're here joining us in this podcast today. Thanks. Hi, welcome to the second half of our podcast. This is a meditation on mindfulness of feeling, or what's called Vedana. I will start the meditation with one sound of the bowl, and I'll end the meditation with 3 sounds of the bowl. Let yourself settle. Become aware of your posture. Notice where your bottom contacts the chair or the cushion, and be aware of the weight of your body being influenced by gravity. Think of your torso and your spine inside of your torso. There's a natural curvature to the spine. Keeping that curvature, I'd like you to elongate the spine, kind of stacking one vertebra, then a disc, one vertebra, then a disc, one vertebra, then a disc, until you reach your neck. Feel your neck supported by the spine and your head poised on your neck. And then, as if someone had a silken shawl that they were going to put around your shoulders, just allowing a feeling of calmness to surround you, to embrace you, as if a silken shawl was falling on your shoulders. Let yourself arrive to this moment. As we begin a meditation practice, we often start by focusing our attention usually on one of 3 objects: the breath, bodily sensations, or sound. Today we'll start with the breath as our focus of attention. Breathing in through the nose, deeply, slowly, and filling the lungs. Pause as you reach the peak of your inhalation, and then very, very slowly exhale. Completely exhale. Do that again. Breathing in deeply, slowly, completely filling the lungs. Pause. And then, as you slowly let your breath out, release any physical tension or mental worry. One more time. Breathe in softly, slowly, completely, nourishing yourself. Pause, and then slowly exhale, releasing any tension or mental worry. Be aware that you are in your body, and let yourself simply be present. Arrive to this present moment. This is a Vipassana meditation. Vipassana means to get insight, to see clearly. It means to see things as they really are. One of the foundations of mindfulness is what's called mindfulness of feeling. Now, what is meant by this is not feelings as in emotions, but what is called feeling tone. With every object we perceive or think, there is a corresponding evaluative feeling tone. So you're perceiving my voice right now. It's the object of your attention. And you have an evaluation about hearing me speak. With every felt sense of experience, there is an accompanying feeling tone. It is a quality that is present in every moment of sense contact. We hear a bird song and feel happy, so our evaluation is that we like it. We complete a big work project and it's not well received. We feel terrible and want to avoid those feelings. We don't like it. These characteristics of feelings or of feeling tone are called Vedana. Vedana refers to one of three qualities or tones of feelings. The tones are pleasant, unpleasant, or neither pleasant or unpleasant, or neutral, if you will. The smell of a rose is pleasant. Someone yelling at you is unpleasant. And waiting for a train might be neutral. The quality of pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral is not inherent in the sense object. Sally's voice may be pleasant for some people, but unpleasant or neutral for other people. Our feeling tones get conditioned by our history. Let's investigate Vedana as we meditate. Again, when we start a formal meditation session, we usually bring attention to one of the anchors of attention, the breath, bodily sensations, or thoughts. However, as we meditate, soon the mind wanders. Feelings, sensations, and thoughts enter the mind. When feelings, sensations, and thoughts are predominant, and the quality of pleasant or unpleasant is strong, they become what we meditate on. We usually lose the original object of attention when feelings, sensations, or thoughts come into our consciousness. So this time, when that happens, you can choose to open your attention to them. Let's say you suddenly find yourself rehashing an argument you had with a coworker, and you decide to make that the object of your investigation. Observe whether that feeling, sensation, or thought is pleasant, unpleasant, or neither pleasant or unpleasant. As you observe your feeling, bodily sensation, or thought, try a light mental noting that describes it. So in the case of an argument you have with a coworker, you might say anger, anger, or judging, judging. Just a light mental note. For the next few minutes, we're going to do a practice using Vedana. Begin by focusing on your chosen object of attention, and we'll use the breath. Let yourself be aware of the inhale and the exhale. The breath going in, the breath going out. Try to become completely still so that the only thing happening is your breath. Observe what is happening in your mind. You may have found that your mind has wandered. This time, let your focus be on observing feelings, thoughts, and sensations, and then labeling them as pleasant, unpleasant, or neither pleasant or unpleasant. Allow whatever arises to be witnessed by you without judgment. Then try a light noting to characterize it. That was 2 minutes. In that short period of time, what did you notice about your collection of pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral thoughts? Is one more predominant? Suppose unpleasant feelings were more present. Do you have a judgment about yourself because of that? Or if there were more pleasant feelings, do you have a feeling of pride about that? What did you observe when you did a light noting of the feeling, sensation, or thought? Did you observe a change in your relationship to that feeling, sensation, or thought? These qualities of Vedana have an affective push, meaning that they drive our behavior. If something is pleasant, then we want it, we crave it, we cling to it. If something is unpleasant, we want to avoid it, condemn it, or push it away. You can probably recall a time when you were craving pizza and couldn't stop thinking about it, or maybe you wanted a beautiful piece of jewelry. Or perhaps you might recall a difficult work meeting or news that someone has rejected you, and we might strongly avoid that. That is what is meant by affective push. It leads to behavior. If it's pleasant, we crave more. If unpleasant, we push it away. If neutral, perhaps like boredom, we might eat to numb the feeling or watch meaningless television. As we practice mindfulness, observing feelings, sensations, and thoughts as they arise and then pass away, we do so without clinging to that which is pleasant or pushing away that which is unpleasant. We remain steadfast. We'll now do a second 2-minute meditation. So refresh your meditation posture. just briefly scan your body for areas of ease, appreciating that. Or if there are areas of tension, breathing into them to see if we can soften them. Arrive to the present moment and let yourself be calm. Once again, the mind may have wandered. Allow yourself to begin to notice what is going on in the mind. Observe your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations as they arise. Notice the affective push of the feeling, thought, or sensation. For example, if the nose itches, we scratch it. If the ice cream is delicious, we want more. If someone is angry with us, we withdraw and push away these difficult feelings of rejection. What did you observe? What did you notice? Practice with these two types of meditations this week. Follow a thought, feeling, or sensation, recognizing if it is pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Do a light mental noting, then follow it further to its affective push. Normally we don't think about this, but we behave without awareness. If your hands are cold, then you may, without even knowing you're going to do it, take steps to warm them by sitting on them or pulling your sweater sleeves down. You have the option to keep observing the Vedana. For days, I've been craving a kind of junk food. I've been watching that desire as it waxes and wanes, and at times it disappears altogether. Other times it transforms into something aversive, because is junk food even food? It is instructive to observe the affective push and how it affects your behavior, because then you have a choice of whether you do that behavior or not. Reflect on this week. As the sound of the bowl fades, you can begin to think about opening your eyes and moving your fingers and toes. That concludes today's meditation. Thank you for joining us.